Hi, I'm HASDF. Today I'm going to be guiding you through the experience of becoming a grovyle. It should be noted that this contains suggestions to compulsively re-listen to this nightly in order to make the effects permanent. However, it is easy to break out of the compulsion and it will only start to develop if you want it to. In this experience you will be caught by a pokeball, and transformed into a majestic and graceful grovyle before being released in your new form, or left to sleep while exploring a place made just for you if you have gone to bed. Now that you know what we'll be doing, make sure you aren't hungry or thirsty, go to the bathroom if you need to, and get somewhere nice and comfy where you won't be disturbed for the next 20 minutes or so, and we'll begin. First, I want you to take some nice, deep breaths. Breathing in on the count of 1, 2, 3. Holding it for 1, 2, 3. Now breathing out for 1, 2, 3. Finally waiting for 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Hold it 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Wait 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Hold it 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Wait 1, 2, 3. Breathe in 1, 2, 3. Hold it 1, 2, 3. Breathe out 1, 2, 3. Wait 1, 2, 3. There we go, just keep on breathing. You're doing so well. Now I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and with each number that I count you will sink deeper and deeper into trance. 10. Gentle relaxation filling your mind. 9. As your stress and worries disappear. 8. Your body relaxes. 7. Your thoughts quiet down. 6. As you sink deeper and deeper. 5. Feeling happy and content. 4. Your head empty. 3. Your mind silent. 2. So deep, so relaxed. 1. Sink. And now that you're nice and deep, we're going to play a fun little game to get you just a little bit deeper. I'm going to say things like, look left, or, think about cars. When I do, I want you to do that thing as fast as possible, and the faster you do it, the deeper you'll sink and the better you'll feel. Now let's begin with something simple. Look left. Look right. Look up. Look left. Look right. Look down. Look right. Look up. Look left. Very good, doing so well. Now let's change it up a bit. Look up. Look right. Think about the color green. Look down. Look up. Think about clear skies. Look right. Look down. Look left. Think about how relaxed you are. Look up. Look down. Look up. Look left. Look down. Look right. Look up. Think about how you're dropping deeper and deeper with every word. Look down. Look right. Look left. Look right. Look down. Look up. Look left. Look up. Look down. Relax. 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 Now that you're so deep and relaxed, let's set the scene for what you'll be experiencing. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and when I reach 3, you'll awaken and open your eyes. And when I say drop, you'll instantly close your eyes and fall back into trance twice as deep. Now let's begin. 1, 2, 3. Awaken. There we go, still feeling nice and relaxed as you wait to drop. Going back down, twice as relaxed and twice as deep. And as you sink, you notice that scents are starting to fill your mind. The earthy smell of wet grass from a recent rain, and the slight humidity that it causes. But now you must come back up with 1, 2, 3. Awaken. Those smells still in your mind as you drop. Going right back down as you drop deeper into this scene, now noticing how you can hear the sounds of birds chirping and small animals moving around. Taking just a single moment to enjoy this before you come back up with the count of 1, 2, 3. Awaken. So ready and eager to drop, going right back down, now noticing the feeling of the packed dirt beneath your feet, that faint mist drifting around your legs, and the warm sun on your body. But before you can enjoy this fully, you must come up one last time on the count of 1, 2, 3. Awaken. Opening your eyes only so that you can drop even deeper once more. Now I'll count from 3 to 1, and when I reach 1, you'll open your mind's eye in this new place. 3, 2, 1. Sink. As you open your eyes, you see the forest around you and the dirt path below you. It's a nice and sunny day, without a single cloud in the sky. You stand there for a moment taking everything in. However, you are interrupted by something lightly hitting your forehead and then bouncing off. You look at the ground and see that it's a ball that's white on the bottom and blue on the top with 2 red stripes sticking out of it. However, you barely have enough time to register that it's a great ball before it pops open, a red light reaching out from within it and surrounding you. It feels warm and relaxing, and lifts you off the ground slightly as it holds you in place, making you feel like you're getting a full body hug. Then, you start to feel the energy building up in your feet. The buildup of energy makes your feet tense up, but this only lasts for a second before they become red energy themselves, all of the stress and tension leaving them as they feel like they've turned into pure relaxation. The energy starts to work on your legs, making them tense up for just a moment, and then turning them into that relaxing red energy, no stress or tension left in them, just warm and gentle relaxation. Now your torso is tensing up as the energy fills it, allowing it to give way to the relaxation as it turns into energy. With so much of your body having turned into energy, you find that you start to feel floaty and weightless. Just enjoy this sensation as the energy builds up in your hands, making them tense briefly. But where there was once tension there is now relaxation, your hands having been fully converted into the warm and relaxing red energy. The process continues up your arms. They briefly become tense, and then as they turn into energy they become so relaxed, not a trace of tension left in them. Next your neck begins to turn into energy. Tensing up as the energy fills it, and then relaxing as it becomes energy. No stress, no tension, just warm relaxation. Finally the energy starts to convert your head. For just a moment your face tenses up, and then as your vision fades away your head becomes energy, your sight replaced with a passive awareness of the things around you. Feeling completely relaxed now. Just energy, just your essence. Floaty and weightless as you're held by the warm red energy. You're so calm and relaxed that you barely notice as your essence starts to draw together. Before long your human shape is gone, your essence having become a floating sphere of calm relaxation. You barely even notice your essence moving as you start to get funneled into the ball. After just a few moments you're fully inside of it, and you sense it snapping shut, your passive awareness limited to within the ball. Perhaps you are confused and try to escape the ball, willing your essence to push against the walls. Or perhaps you understand what's happening and you relax in the comfort of knowing that you're safe and secure in the ball. You feel the ball shake, your essence getting moved with it. As it does, you feel your essence shrinking, getting compressed. If you're still trying to escape the ball, you feel your will to resist shrink, the sense of comfort and safety the ball provides getting stronger and stronger as you and any resistance that you might have gets smaller and smaller. You feel the ball shake again, and you shrink to the point where you can barely perceive the walls of the ball. With this shake you're filled with happiness and a sense of contentment. If you're still trying to resist the ball and escape it, you find that you can barely remember why you even wanted to. It feels so nice and good to just let it happen. The ball shakes for a third and final time. Your essence is so small now that the edges of the ball are far outside of your perception, feeling like they are miles away. You feel completely relaxed and at peace, perfectly happy and content. If you had wanted to leave the ball or resist it, that desire is long gone and forgotten. For a moment you just float there, drifting. But then you feel a force pulling on your essence from all around. It feels massive yet dull, like the heat from a distant sun. The pull starts to get stronger and stronger, making your essence change shape. First, your sphere shifts, stretching up and down so that it forms a narrow torso that seamlessly blends into your neck. Then, more of your essence is pulled up from the torso and through your neck to form the shape of a head. It has a long muzzle, the end of which curves down slightly and quickly. After that, the force pulls your essence out through the sides of your torso, forming two thin arms with a triangular extrusion on the back of each elbow. The force continues to pull your essence through your arms, forming two dull finger-like claws on the end of each arm. Next, the energy pulls your essence through the bottom of your torso. Your essence is quickly drawn out, forming legs. While your upper legs are a normal size, your lower legs are only as wide as your arms are. Finally, the energy pulls the last of your unformed essence through your legs, forming V-shaped feet that are as big as your old ones were. The V faces forwards with the back of it rounded, and at the front of each side there is a claw just like the ones on your arms. While you can't be sure because you have nothing to compare yourself to, you feel like you are about 2 feet tall, making everything taller than you seem to tower above you. For now the force stops pulling on you, but you can still feel it gradually getting stronger. Now that your essence has taken on a distinct shape, you find that you can move it with relative ease. You move your new feet around a bit and flex your claws, getting a sense of how to move your new body. And just as you're starting to feel comfortable moving it, the energy starts to pull on you again. First, it forms wide eyes on the sides of your head, making your passive awareness disappear and replacing it with sight. However, despite not having sensed anything around you, you find that you are not in an empty void. You're in a large and open field with tall grass, surrounded by what looks like a thick jungle. It's a warm, sunny day, and the air is very humid but not unpleasantly so. The wave of sensory information is overwhelming at first, but it takes only a moment for you to recover. Wondering what this place is, you recall hearing that Pokémon like staying in their balls because they create the perfect habitat for the Pokémon within them. Could that be what's happened? You try to move, but don't feel anything below you. You look down, and while you notice that you're floating a bit above the ground, the thing that grabs your attention most is your own body. Instead of seeing skin like you might expect to, you see a mesmerizing display of slowly shifting prismatic light. This light is you, it is your essence, and it is truly beautiful. However, the energy does not pause as you admire your true self, forming 2 nose holes on the end of your muzzle followed by your new mouth. Then, it forms a cluster of 3 pointed ovals on each of your lower arms. The ovals are stiff and flexible, as well as about a foot long. They are on the outer side of your arms, and all of them point straight out. Next, the energy draws out more of your essence at the base of your spine to form 2 more pointed ovals. Unlike the ones that are on your arms, these ones are 2 feet long and very flexible, allowing them to easily flow behind you when you run. Similarly, the essence forms a pointed oval on the back of your head. This one is almost as long as you are tall, and splits into 3 parts a bit past halfway down it. Its flexibility and its splitting part of the way down it makes it so that even if you are jogging it will rise up a bit behind you, and if you are running you'll be able to feel the wonderful feeling of it flapping and whipping in the air behind you. It feels strange being like this, made purely of energy but having a clear form and shape. Like flowing water that is in a perfectly sized container. However, this weirdness won't last long as you are about to take on a distinctly physical form. Feel how the energy that has been manipulating your essence changes, becoming less forceful but now penetrating deep within you. Despite this, the first changes occur on the outside as a layer of skin forms over your entire body except for the ovals. Most of your skin is green, but the skin on the bottom half of your muzzle, the front of your neck and torso, and the bottom side of your torso, is dull red. Additionally, there is a green stripe of skin that cuts across the red skin around your waist. After that your eyes gain color, with the eyes being yellow while the pupils are black and the irises are small and white. Then, the ovals on your body gain their material as they turn dark green, gaining a leaf-like texture and feel. At this point you feel equally made of energy and physical material, but this quickly changes as you feel the energy affecting you on the inside, making the rest of your essence solidify into a proper body. With your essence having fully solidified, you feel the energy go away, letting you drop to the ground on your feet. At first you aren't sure what to do, but then you feel a desire, an instinct, the instinct to run. You take off, only taking a few seconds to cross the clearing into the jungle. It feels wonderful to run like this, feeling the ground and roots beneath your feet. When outside of your pokeball you know that you'll be limited by your human body and have to act appropriately, that being made easier by your instincts not being as strong. But in here you can let go. You can run and swing and even stalk prey if you desire, the leaf-like parts of your body acting as camouflage. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the branches in your claws as you swing from them. Feel the air and leaves brush against your body. You are a grovyle, and in this place you can so easily lose yourself to it if you let yourself. Notice how these words are fading into the background as you focus on the running, the forest, the speed. Each word sounding fainter and fainter until they are gone, your subconscious being the only one listening. And that's just fine, because you don't even notice how your human way of speaking is starting to feel like a second language. Instead of words, you prefer to communicate with roars, grunts, growls, and gestures. You can always communicate like a human when you need to or have to, but when it is an acceptable time and place, and you know that anyone that would hear you would be fine with it, you will speak as a grovyle should. Even if you have trouble communicating or fail altogether, you'll never get annoyed because of how good it feels to communicate in the way which feels most natural to you. And while you don't notice these changes, not even consciously aware of these words as you enjoy doing what your body was made for, you feel the effects of this one. That is because you are developing a love for running, or it is increasing if you already have it. The feeling of pushing off the ground beneath your feet and the wind against your leaves makes you feel alive like nothing else. It puts you into an almost mindless flow state that nothing can compare to. Now, you, or more accurately your subconscious, must know that the effects of this hypnosis file will become inactive if they are a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if they are a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that they would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if they are a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. While you still don't hear these words, these next changes are ones that you will be aware of. If you wish for these effects to become permanent, you will find that you have a compulsion to listen to this every night when you go to bed, knowing that the compulsion gets stronger every time you listen to this, and weaker the longer you go without listening. That being said, should you try to, you will never have trouble resisting the urge to listen to this when going to bed, and you will never have trouble sleeping because you didn't listen to this. But when you do listen to this when you go to bed, you'll find that at the end of this you will stay in your pokeball all night long in your dreams, exploring this endless land until you awaken, still being a grovyle. And after a while, you might find that you don't need to use this file anymore, automatically returning to your pokeball when you go to bed and only using this if the effects start to fade. However, all of this will only happen if you want it to. Regardless of which you choose, you'll find that when you say the reset phrase "I am not a grovyle," or if someone that you are okay with resetting you says the reset phrase "You are not a grovyle," you will instantly turn back into a human. Conversely, if you use the trigger phrase "I am a grovyle," or if someone that you are okay with triggering you says the trigger phrase "You are a grovyle," you will undergo this entire transformation again, being released from the pokeball at the end of it. While it will feel like the process of transforming takes a considerable amount of time, in reality it will only take a few seconds. When you begin to get released from your pokeball, you will find yourself surrounded and converted by a white light, held in place as you quickly collapse back into a sphere of your essence, your passive perception being aware of nothing but empty space. Then, you will start to grow bigger and bigger, quickly becoming aware of the walls of the great ball and that it is now open. After just a few seconds you will be too big to fit in the ball, at which point you will be funneled out of it, your essence forming into the shape of your grovyle body. Once the shape has been formed, your outer solid layer will form, followed by the essence held within you solidifying. Once you have fully been released from the ball, and if you are in an acceptable place at an acceptable time, you will let out a mighty roar with all of your strength, reminding everything of what you have become. If it would not be acceptable for you to roar out loud, you will simply do so in your mind. Now that everything is said and done, it is time for one of two things to happen. I will count from 5 to 1 and say roar. If you have listened to this after getting in bed, you will simply continue whatever it is that you are doing in the pokeball, feeling a strong desire to let out a roar and forgetting that you were even listening to this. However, if you are listening to this at a different time or are transforming due to the triggers, you will awaken and roar, either out loud or in your mind. Either way, it is now time for the countdown to begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roar.